Stop scrolling, not because this is another self-improvement list, but because something uncomfortable is about to happen. You're about to recognize yourself. Most people think change comes from motivation. That's a lie. Motivation is loud, emotional, temporary. Control is quiet, psychological, permanent, and control is built in tiny, boring decisions that your ego ignores. That's why this works. Not because it's exciting, but because it slowly rewires how your brain obeys you. Think about your mornings. The first 30 minutes decide who you are for the next 12 hours. Wake up just a little earlier. Not heroic, not dramatic, just early enough to feel ahead. That feeling of being ahead, your nervous system relaxes, and a relaxed brain makes better decisions. Read every day, not to be smart, to borrow time. Every page is someone else's mistakes, compressed. You either learn from books or you pay with years. If something takes 2 minutes, do it immediately. Your brain hates open loops. Every undone task steals focus in the background. Finish small things fast and your mind becomes quiet. Plan tomorrow tonight. Uncertainty drains willpower. Clarity restores it. When your brain knows what's next, it stops negotiating with distractions. Say no more often, not angrily, calmly. People who can't say no are controlled by other people's priorities. Track your money, not to restrict yourself, to face yourself. Money avoids people who don't look at it. Now pause, look at your phone usage. Pick one distraction, just one. Block it for an hour a day. You'll feel restless. That restlessness is power returning to you. Smile when you don't feel like it. Your brain copies your body before it listens to logic. Work and focus blocks. Time boundaries create intensity. Intensity creates progress. Write one line of gratitude daily, not to be positive, to train perception. What you notice, you grow. Compliment one person a day. Influence begins with warmth. Protect your sleep like it's sacred. Screens before bed teach your brain to stay alert in danger mode. Remove them. Let darkness tell your mind it's safe. Move your body briefly but often. Energy creates motivation, not the other way around. Drink water immediately after waking. Before thoughts. Before fear. Clear one physical object daily. Your environment whispers instructions to your brain. Stand up often. Circulation changes cognition. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. Meditation isn't spiritual. It's attention training. Before sleep, remember one win. Your brain believes repetition, not truth. Write your main goal daily. Repetition turns fantasy into identity. Reduce sugar. Stable blood equals stable emotions. Go outside. Nature lowers cortisol faster than advice ever will. Make your bed. Order creates momentum. Remove negative influences slowly. Your mind becomes what it consumes. Talk to yourself kindly in the mirror. The voice you hear most shapes your self-image. Perfection paralyzes. Progress compounds. Limit news. Fear is addictive. Add one vegetable. Tiny upgrades beat extreme plans. Learn one new word. Language sharpens thought. When overwhelmed, breathe slowly. Your lungs are a remote control for your nervous system. Set 3 micro goals every morning. Small wins restore confidence on bad days. None of this is dramatic. That's the point. Transformation hides in habits so small, your ego dismisses them. If this hits something deep, you already know why. This is the philosophy we explore in Cosmic Dominion. Not hype, not noise, just psychological leverage over your own mind. Stay, because control is learned. You might think this is finished. It's not, because the real shift never happens when you're inspired. It happens when resistance appears. Right now, a quiet voice is saying, I already know this. That voice is your defense mechanism. The brain hates change disguised as simplicity. Most people don't fail because they lack knowledge. They fail because their identity refuses to cooperate. Identity is just repeated behavior with a story attached. Change the behavior first. The story updates later. That's why these habits feel almost insulting. Too small, too obvious. But small is invisible, and invisible bypasses resistance. Consider this. Your brain is a prediction machine. It predicts tomorrow based on yesterday. Same wake up, same scroll, same reactions. Prediction becomes destiny. When you wake earlier, even slightly, you break prediction, and the brain pays attention to broken patterns. Reading daily does something deeper than learning. It trains patience, and patience is power in a world addicted to stimulation. The 2-minute rule isn't about productivity, it's about self-trust. Every completed micro-action sends one message: I do what I say. That message compounds. Planning the night before reduces anxiety not by control, but by removing ambiguity. Ambiguity is where fear lives. Saying no rewires status anxiety. At first, guilt appears, then relief, then respect. People sense boundaries before words. Tracking expenses creates confrontation, and confrontation creates maturity. Avoidance keeps you childish with money. Cutting distractions feels like withdrawal because dopamine systems don't like silence. Silence forces you to hear yourself. Smiling without emotion confuses the brain, and confusion opens the door to state change. Timed work teaches your mind that effort has an end. That reduces procrastination more than motivation ever could. Gratitude trains attention like weightlifting trains muscle. Weak attention sees lack. Strong attention sees opportunity. Compliments create social gravity. People lean toward those who make them feel seen. Sleep discipline isn't about rest. It's about authority over impulses. Movement during the day prevents emotional stagnation, stuck body, stuck thoughts. Hydration on waking is a signal. I respond before I react. Decluttering removes visual noise. Visual noise becomes mental noise. Standing resets posture. Posture alters confidence chemistry. Meditation isn't calmness. It's observing urges without obeying them. That skill changes everything. Recalling wins before sleep programs confidence overnight. The brain consolidates identity during rest. Daily goal writing implants obsession. Obsession beats talent. Reducing sugar stabilizes mood swings. Mood swings distort perception. Nature exposure recalibrates scale. Your problems shrink outdoors. Making your bed teaches closure. Finish one thing, carry the momentum. Removing negative influences is emotional hygiene. You wouldn't drink poison slowly. Mirror affirmations feel awkward because you're not used to speaking kindly to power. Progress thinking dissolves shame. Shame stops movement. Limiting news limits fear rehearsals. Fear rehearsed becomes belief. Adding vegetables is proof that health is accumulation, not punishment. New words sharpen nuance. Nuance improves judgment. Deep breathing interrupts panic loops. Oxygen is underrated intelligence. Micro goals defeat overwhelm by narrowing focus. The mind performs best with short horizons. Here's the uncomfortable truth. None of this will change your life unless you repeat it when you don't feel like it. That's discipline, not force. Consistency without emotion. If you're still here, you're not looking for motivation. You're looking for control. That's what cosmic dominion is about. Understanding the invisible levers behind behavior, power, focus, and self-command. Stay aware, stay dangerous, stay